Hi, this is Susan. I'm here working. I did a big wreath in blue and I had showed it to you in the video, and I've just been stuck on blue since. So I got a whole bunch of things out. I want to talk about wreaths today. And so a friend made me this. This is the prettiest. Now, what's cool about this is this ribbon has wire through it. So she's been able to form it. So you always want to look for that. And then the other thing is she's really good. She's one of my favorite miniaturists that was in our group. The other thing is this, I guess she's used it as a garland, this little beaded wrap that she's done. You know, it's so tiny. So, you know, throughout the year you want to look for really tiny things like this. And then she used the little rosettes that may have all this in your stash. And these I just adore. Again, she has this wonderful ribbon. And this ribbon, it looks even smaller than the other one. It looks like, yeah, they're two different sizes. That's even smaller. So I don't know if she gets it somewhere. But I think I've showed you these once before. But that ribbon with the wire is just wonderful. And then this glitter she has is not speck kind of glitter, it's elongated glitter. So that's kind of different too. So she just took a ball and it looks like painted it silver and rolled it in glitter. Then maybe, you know, floral wire and into a pot that she put painted silver and glittered up. Looks like just so cute. I love topiaries. So I had made this to go with it because I had this little Merry Christmas sign. And it came in all different colors. I think this is a Hobby Lobby thing for their Christmas. It came in silver, you know, gold, green, red. So I made this. It's just a little piece of wood. I just adore these little snowflakes and the pine cones. So, you know, if you live in an area where you do seashells for Christmas, I've seen people doing that. You know, you could add seashells into this. And that would be precious too. Looks like I need to snip off the little, I just saw that these were on here. They're great if you're hanging something. So, really sweet. So that goes with that. So I did a video on this, and mentioned this. This is, you know, these are, when you have these wooden ornaments from the past, I mean, they're big, but if you make like a little stand for them, then they can just be, you know, like a little collectible shelf sitter kind of thing. And so I made this, so I added the garland to it. So the two garlands, I have 3 things I'm working with, but this is your typical one. And then this is the holly. I believe that's what it is. Holly design. And that's what I made this one. And this is just 2 wraps. It's just wrapped around. And actually there's actually 4 that I've got. Okay, so then there's this grapevine. So this again is using these little Hobby Lobby plastic pieces. I hope they'll bring them back because I did see the snowflakes, but I didn't see the snowman and the trees and the little deer and the other parts. So you may have them in your stash if you've been doing miniatures, but definitely look for them in the little Christmas miniatures that are back of the store by the jewelry section. So that's the grapevine. And what's wonderful about this, see how they stacked these? That's so nice. I'm not sure if I made this or we made this in a club. I think we might have made it in the club. So someone, you know, I don't remember designing this. So I think that someone gave us the design and it was their kid, or either I got this for Christmas or something. But I like the way they stacked the trees because those are just these little plastic, you know, they have shanks on them. I don't know why they bothered because we cut them all off. But they stacked them, and then you can use white paint or I also have this 3D fabric paint. But you know, be sure if you get this from Dollar Tree, shake it really well. Shake it a good amount of time, because I pulled out a bottle that I'd had a while and it definitely needed shaking. So this is just the sweetest, little. This is that snow because it's firm. And then there's a little bit of glitter that they put on the snowflake. So that's really cute. It's in my store. If you haven't seen my store, you need to go there. It's got so many ideas. Okay, and then here's like the traditional, and this has got wire running through it as well. And so it's got the traditional colors. And I wanted to show this to you because this time of year on through the next months is the best time to get all of these beads, especially ones that are faceted. So like this time of year, you can get the blue and the gold. The green is St. Patrick's Day. You'll see tons of green. The red you'll see at Valentine's. And so from Christmas on, and sometimes they have the silver at New Year's, the blue or the silver, the dark blue maybe. And so that's like the best time to look for those. And, particularly look for the faceted. But since I'm kind of focused on blue and silver today, I just pulled these out. Now, these are just the round. And the size is also kind of playing into it. I've got another wreath I'm going to do for you after this. And Christmas is coming so fast. And then there's also pipe cleaners or chenille stems that they make great, really pretty, very modern looking wreaths. And so I've put this one together, and all you do is just go around the outer edge. You get it started and then just go around the outer edge and stick it through there, and you're just kind of weaving it, and you're making it loose so that you get size, but you just keep going in to the next. It's about an inch distance at this point. It wouldn't be, all the way, but you just keep going around and then pulling it out so that, now the blue for some reason is thinner than the gold. The gold one I made and showed you, it was in my outdoor stuff in the very first of the Christmas, the 12 days of Christmas, I think, that it was thicker. Okay, so once you get this done, so you're just going through and just poking it. Look for the next loop. You're looking for the next loop that started from the last time you went, around, and then you stick it in there and kind of bring the wire out so that you get volume. And then just keep going around till you're satisfied with the size. And if you need to do more in the center, it's okay. You can just, go in and weave into the center. It'll work if you didn't make it tight enough. Okay, so if you like pink, silver looks great with red, pink, or blue. So this is in my store, and this is, there's just as much pink as there is blue in the ribbons and the, of course, the Mardi Gras beads. But so this, it looks kind of, let me hold it back. It looks kind of reddish in this through my camera, but it's very hot pink. And, it looks great. The tree that matches this is a white tree. I didn't have a silver. The silver trees at Dollar Tree kind of look dark, and so I didn't think they were as pretty. So you can look at that. But, there's beautiful pink there too. And this is something else I did with the little chenilles. You just really, this is so fun. It's just so easy. You just wind them up. Just start out and literally wind them up. And so you have a little tree to put on your mantle. And so I made it's so lightweight. Made a blue one. Just little sweet little trees to set on your fireplace. of your dollhouse. If you need decor, let's see, I don't want those to, okay. These were ornaments I made that I glittered. These were taking just 3 different beads and glittering them. And I didn't put, these were supposed to go in a box, so I didn't put them, you know, because the boxed ones were more, they were fancier. And so I didn't put the hangers on them yet. Just made them to put into a box. Okay, so I was looking, what I did, and this might help you, is if you're picking silver, say, or if you're picking gold, pull out all the things that you could work with in that color scheme. And then I set them on each side of the work table area to get inspired. And so if I have to go digging for them while I'm doing it, I overlook stuff. So I went digging for them first and then came back. And so I had some, I had the sign. So I just want to show you how I do things. And so I have a bow, and because this is modern, I could put it here, but that's the typical way. So I thought, let me try offset. And the reason is because I had 3 instruments, and so 3 wouldn't work with 2 on one side, 1 on the other. And the Merry Christmas needs to be straight across so we can see it and read it. So then I came with this. That kind of balances this instrument's wider and bigger. So I was making this for a friend who, she does the choir at church, and so I was thinking musical, and I thought she'd like it. And so I have some of these little tiny pine cones, not tiny, but little. Some are smaller than others. It's kind of hard to getting them out of the wire and everything to use them. Okay, so that's going to go like right in there. And then I thought, okay, so I still have some room left. And so I thought, well, if I put a few little beads. And so I have some of the, I have a bead stash for all my Mardi Gras. Let's see, what did I do with them? The Mardi Gras beads. Uh-oh, and then I dropped it. Okay, let me show you. See, these are faceted. Those are really nice beads, but they're too large. They're really too large for this. So anyway, I thought it's better I go ahead and glue this up for you and show you, because the last thing you want to decide to do is use just either white paint or your 3D paint. This is Dollar Trees. And so I went around, and I also used it on this. Since the pine cones had the spray on it, I went ahead and went around and just put a little bit. And it goes with the snowflake. So anytime you're going to use snowflakes, it's kind of telling you to use some white paint, or like right in here, probably need to put some here, or just put the red berries and stick with the holly. So let me show you what it looks like all glued up. Now I did it differently. I didn't use the holly. I just used the regular pine, or whatever it is. And I went back and made it smaller because I originally had it this size. And then I started thinking about a door because it spreads out. So I did make it a little bit smaller, and then it got really busy. But so it would hang like by this point right here up, so that you can read this straight across. So that's what it ended up looking like. And for modern, it's great to have it offset. It's not traditional, especially the blue. So I think it turned out pretty good. And then I also put a little bell right here. And those came in all different colors. These bells, don't know if they've had these long, but these were at Hobby Lobby, and see, they have see this right here? They have the little tiny hanger built into them, where the old bells didn't have that. And of course, here's the, traditional colors, plus the silver. And so the old bells had there's a hole, so you had to figure out how to wire them. So this is really nice if you can use these, want to look for them. I don't know how they, after Christmas, if they have sales or if they just still do 50 off and then keep them for the next year. Don't know how it works. But I kind of make one swoop through and see what I need, or what I want, and then kind of go back and grab things after I've checked to see I'm not, buying twice the things. So anyway, I think that's everything I wanted to show you, is how cute that is. And then just keep going with the 12 days of Christmas. So keep coming. This was the other thing that I used. This is one of those long sprigs, and these are nice. They come in gold and silver, and they may have been a blue. There may have been other colors. From Dollar Tree, they had these sprigs, or stems, whatever you want to call them, and I just cut this off, like right halfway, and put that under the bow. It's just a layering of color and interest, just something with more interest and glitter. Just so I'll be covered in glitter, thoroughly covered in glitter by the end of December. So I hope you're enjoying making wreaths and trees and all the miniatures for your dollhouse. I hope you have a dollhouse. So it's so much fun at Christmas, to make all this and to put up your tree. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. Help me grow my channel. And in a couple of days, I'll be celebrating 1 year on YouTube. That's so exciting. It's gone by so fast. I've had such a big year. So thank you so much. Bye-bye.